Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for watching today. So today, this video is from yesterday, but I had some technical difficulty. It was really weird. I recorded the whole video, said it was 15 minutes and some change long, and there was nothing there. So I apologize. I got several text messages and messages from people that were watching, and I apologize. So hopefully I'm checking my Facebook now to make sure it's going live now, and it seems to be going live. So welcome today. So today we're talking about time to make it happen. And over the last few months, you've seen many of my videos, and we're going over lots of different books and self-help books and about habits in business and in real estate and all of that. But for the next couple weeks or months, I want to change it up a little bit, not go specifically for a book. So I'm going to be going probably every other day, doing a little bit self-help in life and in business, and then more real estate related skills. So you're going to see, so watch, when you're watching my posts of what the topic is, you'll see if it's, I'm going to say if it's a motivational or life training, or it's going to be real estate training and the topic that we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to be changing them up. So today, it's the first one. I'm basically bringing together different ideas from different books, because if you've read lots of self-help books, you're going to see that a lot of the information is, a lot of it is the same. Not the same as in exactly the same, but there's going to be books on habit. There's going to be books on structure. There's going to be books on just being happy in what you're doing. There's going to be books on being successful in what you do. So there's going to be there's all these different books, but they have about the same characteristics in them. So today I'm putting together Time to Make It Happen, about structure, about foundation, and some things that I put together myself and what I feel from the 22 years of being a real estate broker, the 28 years of being in real estate and training and mentoring and coaching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of realtors over 20 years of being in real estate. So first, I just want to make you aware and be aware every day that the foundation, every day you are either building up, you're helping your foundation, or tearing it down, the foundation of what you're building your success on and your business on. Every day, it's that foundation. Again, great news is we're in real estate. You understand foundation, it kind of goes along with the subject matter. So the foundation, you need a strong foundation to build your business on. And if you're every day, whatever you're doing is a positive to that and helping that foundation, and keep on building it. And that's kind of the thing that you have to think about, is that a foundation, like in a physical house or building, you lay it once, then you build on top of it. But in business, my vision is that, no, that foundation, you're always working on that foundation to keep that your layers, like not like a house, but more of a skyscraper. You just have to, that layer, that foundation that you start with, the next level has to be just as strong or stronger than the base foundation. You just always, there's a foundation of what you do. And always remember, every day what you're doing is either helping or hurting that. Structure. You need some type of structure in life, in business, to know where you're going to go. And I have 6 points that I'm going to go for here and explain to you of things you need for a good foundation, a good structure. But remember, winning in success is all in the details and what you do every day, and what your structure, what you're building, what you're doing every day. You can't win without being in the details. But every day there's a small win or a loss in what you accomplished for the day. Did you help or did you hurt? So the good news is, when you lose, say at the end of the day, end of the week, end of the month, the end of the year, you just didn't hit those goals, you didn't feel like you won, that you did what you wanted to do, you're going to learn how to win. You're going to learn what you did wrong and what you don't want to do and what didn't work. It's kind of like in sports, in football. If they're playing a game and you're running the same play over and over and it's not getting anywhere, guess what? They're going to stop running that play or choose a better time to run that play. So you got to think of that self in business, because all of my videos I've done and will continue to do, we're going to give you some real estate skills, some real estate ideas. These all work. They all work because real estate agents are doing them. Successful agents have done them, are doing them now. So all those prospecting ideas that I've given you, they all work. I coach many agents like, oh, I did some mailers, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, and nothing worked. Well, you didn't do it long enough, you didn't do it consistent enough, you didn't do it, work hard enough at it. It works. It's proven. All of these systems work. It's just how putting them together and doing them. So if you're losing, if you're doing some prospecting and some things that you're not getting the results, they will work. It's just how often, consistency, laying that foundation, persistence, and doing it. So that's a great thing about the business that you're in, is real estate, is everybody has the ability to do it. Everybody has the tools, the technology, the learn the skills, and to do these things. So you just have to commit to winning, commit to success, commit to doing this. So here, I'm going to go over my 6 things that starts with building a good foundation. Number 1, know your destination. Know where you want to be, where you're going to be happy with life. I said this many times. Do you want to sell 5 houses a year, 10 houses a year, 20 houses a year? How many clients do you want? You can't say, I want as many as I can. That's not a number. You have to have a goal. You have to have a goal, because you can't handle by yourself 200 transactions a year. You're not going to give good customer service. Where are you going to be? It's kind of like, I use this example, a lot of you watching, if I coach you, use this example. It's kind of like a restaurant. When you build a restaurant, when someone builds a restaurant, the first thing they go, how many customers are we going to handle? How many tables are we going to have? We're going to have 10 tables, 20 tables, 30 tables, and you have to build around it, build a structure and the foundation around how many things you want to handle. So any agent out there, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, is this: if you want to go through a business plan, I'm happy to do that, to go through the numbers on how much money you want to make. How much money do you want to make? If I want to sell 5 houses a year, you're not going to make $100,000 a year. If you want to make $100,000 a year, we're going to have to break that number down to how many sales, what price range, in what time frame to end up there. And then now you got to build your foundation around that. And then I could break it down even more. How many, on average, how many calls you're going to make, how many people you're going to have in your database, how many hours a week you're going to have to work on prospecting. It all comes down to numbers and processes and structure. It's that easy and that hard. You're not going to do 100 transactions a year if you're not prospecting more than an hour a day. I'm not even going to go into how many hours I think you should be working a day on prospecting. But you're like, if you're just sitting back waiting for deals to come to you, not going to make $100,000 a year. It just doesn't happen. And those agents that are not, they're prospecting and they have these things I'm going to go over. So number 1, I went over, know your destination of where you want to go. 2, know your plan and goals daily. You have to know what your plan is every day. Like, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do today? Put it in the calendar. How many hours am I going to work? Who am I going to be calling? You can't just be reactive. You got to be proactive. You can't just react in this business. And the agents that don't get to where they want to be are reactive. They're just sitting back, waiting for business to come to them, or they're doing more reactive things every day than proactive things every day. You have to do more proactive things every day than reacting to things that are happening at that moment. If not, you don't grow. You don't get more business. You get that roller coaster. So be proactive. And proactive doesn't mean, hey, I got 5 calls today from past clients that are looking for houses. I got 5 new clients. That's reactive. You're reacting to new business. Again, back to the restaurant. The customers are coming in. They know that, but they're still a successful restaurant is still reaching out to try to find new customers. So if you get 5 calls in a day, congratulations. You kind of won the lottery a little bit. You got 5 new clients that you didn't even call. You didn't even have to pick up the phone, text message, contact anybody. You have more people they're calling you. Great. Don't stop the proactive things too. Build on that. Find 5 more yourself, being proactive, have 10 new people that day. That's what you have to do. All right, that's 2. Number 3, you have to have the right mindset. You can't, so many agents that I coach, especially new ones, when they start, are doubtful of their abilities. Can I do this? Will I do this? How am I going to do this? I don't know if I can do this. You can't do that. You have to have the right mindset, because I've said this before, I'm saying it again. Everybody has the ability to succeed in this business. You've already passed the classes. You've already taken the tests. You're active agent right now. If you're with, especially Subject 21 HomeStar, my agents out there, you have all the technology tools, support, mentoring, coaching that's at your fingertips to succeed. And any other agent out there, you could find it. Either it's in your office now, in your company now, your broker, your manager, your team leader, your franchise, your brand, you have all of that. Or the great news about technology, go right on the internet and find on YouTube. You can see coaches and everything out there, coaches and real estate coaches and programs, and you could buy. There's several great programs, and I'm not promoting anyone specifically, but there's Brian Buffini, there's Jared James, there's Mike Ferry, there's Tom Ferry, there's so many other programs out there that you could buy on your own, no matter what company you're with, and shows you exact systems and tools and things that you should be doing to be successful in real estate. So you're going to do that. So that's 3, mindset. 4, skill set. You could learn the skills. Yes, just like going back to the sports, football, basketball, hockey, track, whatever. Anybody could learn how to be better at something. All of us that never played football before, we could learn how to play football and be a better football player. Are we going to be at the NFL level? No, but we could better ourselves any day. Can any of us run faster than we can run today? Yes. If you train and you work hard enough, are you going to be an Olympic star? No, but you are going to get better at what you do. So some people have an innate salesman skill. They just attract people to them. They connect with people. They know how to talk. They network. It's just ingrained in them. And then some people are more, let's say, introverts, and they have a harder time connecting with people. But you could still learn the skill set on how to be a great salesperson. You don't have to be doing cartwheels. You don't have to be the most extroverted person out there. That's not always a great thing in sales anyways, but you can learn the skill set. So that's 4. 5, you have to have the discipline. You got to have the discipline to do it. Or we've learned, or I went over in one of the other books we went to, is you have to have the willpower to work, to push other things aside. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have the discipline to get these things done every day. And then 6 and last is the systems. You have the contact management system, the database, the schedule. How are you going to remind yourself of things and get these things organized and remind yourself what you have to do? Every successful business has these things. Every successful business knows where they want to go. They know the plan for, if you have a 9-to-5 job now, or if you've ever had a job, every day you go to work, they tell you what to do because they have a system. They have plans. They go, you have to accomplish this today. You have to do that for yourself now. So that's basically the foundation of the things that you have to think about and do on a daily basis on that. So some other things to think about is that the number one thing skill that you have to learn or get better at is just communication with people. Communication in real estate, in any sales, is the best thing. And not to go into too many details of specifically what things you have to communicate about, but you have to learn how to communicate people with the way they want to communicate and what information they want from you. Are they more analytical? They want to know the numbers. Are they more emotional? They just want your support and you being there. Do they want you to be available quicker? Or they just care about an email? They like the text. So you got to learn how to communicate with people the way they want to communicate. That's the number one thing as a broker. Anytime I have, which is rare, so congratulations to all of my agents out there. Very rare do I get a call from a client that's unhappy with the actual agent. There's obviously transactions and things that are going south and this because buyer did this, seller did this, title company, mortgage company, and everybody involved. But rarely do I get a call someone saying, hey, your agent's doing a bad job. Rare. But when it happens, 99% of the time it's about communication, because that's the first time that client is dealing with that agent and vice versa, and they just don't know how to communicate and relay messages and talk over things and suggest things and how to say things. It's always a communication thing, so be aware of that. So other things to think about is, remember, you always have to be growing. I've used this this comparison, and I read it once, and I love it, is that the day a flower stops growing is the day it starts dying. So you always have to be growing. You always have to be learning. You always have to be honing on your skills and learning new ideas and things that you can do to better yourself and your business. And anybody out there that is not happy with where their business is now, they're not doing these things enough. So I said that earlier, just remember that. You've got to make sure that you're doing these things, because there's nothing that you cannot accomplish in real estate. You have the license. You're ready to go. You're ready to do it. You're ready to start building if you're new, or if you just want to get to the next level. I have agents that, and then there's never too late. I have agents today, again, 22 years of being when I started this company, I have agents that have been with me over 20 years, and it may have taken them 10 years before they go, it's time for me, I want to go to the next level. It's never too late. Just because you got your license 10 years ago, you could start fresh or build your business. It's never too late. You don't have to start it the day one when you get your license. So obviously, if you're watching this and listening to this, you're still curious on learning, getting better, wondering, taking maybe a little bit of what I'm saying and putting it with other things, kind of like what I'm doing here today. I'm just piecing together things that I've learned and experienced and have seen in books and in coaching and in experience, and putting them together and why you could get these things done. And that's it. So today, I just want you to leave you with this thought, is just every day, do your best. It's simple as that. At the end of the day, when you go to sleep, did you do your best that day? Are you going to be comfortable with what you accomplished for the day? Are you going to be comfortable with what you did, the effort that you put in? And I've said this before, I like the thought process. Pretend like you have a boss that's not you, a board of directors, or you're your own business. At the end of the day, with your board of directors for company you, keep you hired as the CEO, CFO, COO of your company, which is you. Would the board of directors keep you hired? Would they fire you because of what you did that day? So it's sometimes very hard to remember that you are your own boss. You're going to have to set your own schedule. You're going to have to please yourself and make sure that you do the job you want to do every day. And because there's no one yelling at you, there's no one that's going to fire you for what you do. You are your own coach sometimes, and because on a daily basis. Because unless you have someone like me, but I'm not talking to the same agent every day, seeing what they do every morning. So there's no one watching over your shoulder all day long, every day, except you. So make sure at the end of the day you go, wow, I won today, I did my best, I got things accomplished, and I'm building my foundation for the next day. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And tomorrow, another one at 11, we're going to do more real estate skills to help you build your business. So have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.